Hello everyone, namaste. Hope you've had a beautiful day. And if you're struggling, I'm here to assist you in your journey. Actually, part of the reasons that I am making these videos is because to provide some sort of solace and calm to my fellow human beings who are struggling with difficulties, depression, anxiety, stress, or whatever it might be. It really doesn't matter, because we as human family, we are struggling right now. These are not easy times at the moment, and we are experiencing a bit of disconnect on the level of the hearts. Segregations and separations are being promoted. There are a lot of proxy wars are going all over the world, and unfortunately the wars that they're based on profit and power and using human energy to create chaos, mental human energy to create chaos. So we are here in this present moment to create an energy of healing, to acknowledging that a lot of us are going through grief, loss, pain, physical and emotional, and some of us are going through joy, and that's totally okay. So there's no judgment for whatever feeling that it is that you're going through. We are here to hold a safe space for all human beings without any judgment. Without any judgment. So before we go ahead, as usual, we are going to set the tone with the Torch of Liberation. I love this name. I absolutely adore this name. So make sure that I don't put the house on fire. So here we go. To set the energy, we burn some Palo Santo to bring the energy of peace, calm, prosperity, tranquility, and compassion and acceptance. It's said that Palo Santo automatically set the energy to the optimal level. And we, of course, actively create that intention. Hope that you're creating that beautiful intention of healing for all your fellow human being in this present moment. Fire, the sacred fire. May you be calm. May you heal on all levels, spiritual, physical, mental. May your energy be cleansed of all negativities. May you attract love. May you be love. May you be at peace. May you be one with the energy of healing and restoration. Namaste, my dears. Namaste. My hands are all dirty from the Palo Santo. So then we go ahead and bring the purity and sacredness of the holy water. And this holy water again is blessed by me. This time I've added some of my favorite essential oils. Frankincense is one of my favorite, and it's fantastic to calm the nervous system. And then the oil of life and vitality and calm. This is my own potion. I make it myself, and as last time I revealed, this is a mixture of extra virgin organic olive oil with rosemary and geranium. I usually put that on my scalp. First of all, I'll shake it. And then I put some drops on my scalp. Rosemary is fantastic as it creates nourishment for the hair follicles. This smells so good. Scent and nice smell is really, really important in calming our nervous system. Connecting to the scents that you like, and it brings you calm and peace, is a really important element to creating that safe space. We are acknowledging the silence, so I'm not gonna talk non-stop on a circular motion. I consciously bring in some silence in between whatever I say to bring stillness and calm into our energies. Cheers. If you're wondering what I'm drinking, I try to stay away from coffee or all caffeinated beverages. So this is raspberry leaf, organic raspberry leaf with organic oat milk. I'm just gonna find a comfortable space on my bean bags to make sure that I am fully connected and comfortable. I make sure that my spine is straight, in harmony with the alignment of my body, to allow that life force, the energy of prana, to move freely through my body. And I'm feeling, acknowledging my breath of aloha, the sacred breath. One of the best ways to get connected with ourselves and our truth is through the breath. I call our breath Holy Spirit, and I truly feel that in the most difficult times of my life, when there has been absolutely no outside support, I mean human support in my life, one of the most healing ways that I could connect to my core, to my heart, and the heart of the universe and the universal consciousness was through the breath, because it would immediately ground me. And it is important how you breathe, right? So if you constantly do heavy breathing, like that actually causes you to become more nervous, and that's not fully connected with our alignment. And sometimes I guess we have to breathe like that when we are running away or we are using a lot of energy. But when we want to calm our nervous system, one of the best ways for me is taking a deep breath through the nose, holding the breath to the count of 4, 5, or 6, or whatever is comfortable. You don't want to force holding your breath. You don't want to suffer. And then deep, slow exhalation. And as you're exhaling out, just imagine that your shoulders are just coming down and that your forehead is softening, that all the tension in your jaws are being lifted and taken away with each exhalation, letting out the tension. So I notice I am very much tuned into the energies around me. Some people call us sensitives or empaths, even though that I don't want to grab onto titles, but maybe that's what it is. So tuning into the humanity, as I said, I sense some sort of a distress, anxiety and stress. So I thought maybe today I just do some energy healing. So I invite you, I just feel I need to open the window really slightly to bring some fresh air inside, since we're going to be doing some deep breathing. Just give me a second and I'll be right back with you. So getting connected with our core. In Italian, and I believe the root is Latin, the The heart is called il cuore, which is related to the core. It's there from the same root. So your core, your essence, is your heart. So connecting to the heart is really important. Your belly is also very important, especially your solar plexus, where your stomach is located, and your sacral chakra, where your bladder is located physiologically. So to ground yourself, just find a comfortable place. I'm sitting on the spin bag and it's pretty comfortable. So find a comfortable place that your body is fully supported and is in alignment. In another word, you don't feel like your spine is twisted in an uncomfortable way. Your neck is in alignment with the spine, shoulders down. And you're wearing a comfortable clothing, so you don't want your clothing to sort of like be squeezing you or the texture sort of like bothering your skin. You want to wear something relatively soft and comfortable. So I invite you to take a deep breath through the nose, holding the breath, and exhalation. And again, letting out all the stress, letting out all the anxiety. Allow the excess to come out through the mouth and being released. One hand on the belly, one hand on the heart, and try to feel your heart and your belly connecting to yourself. Feeling your feelings, whatever feeling that it might come up. Whatever sensations that it might come up, we are not judging in the present moment. We are not judging anything. We are not labeling anything positive, negative, good or bad. We are not trying to disown any aspects of us, or we are not trying to censor or look away from our feelings and emotions. Feeling the feelings, feeling the emotions, noticing that all these feelings and emotions are transient. In another word, they come and they go. Kind of like a guest. They come, they want to be seen. They want to be heard. Just you, as a child, wanted to be heard and seen. Even as an adult, you want to be seen and heard. So I invite you to offer that to yourself, to your feelings and emotions. Don't disconnect. Invite them in. Listen to them, see them, and then you can release them. You can release them. You don't need to constantly hold on to these feelings. Even grief. Grief comes in waves, in different forms. Sometimes it's soft, sometimes it's harsh, sometimes comes in as a tornado. And that's okay. Even when it's coming as a tornado, when we sit with it, and when we sit with it, and we witness it, the tornado eventually, after being heard and seen, it dissipates. The more that we resist it, the more that we resist our feelings, we disown them, we look away, the more they persist. So I encourage you to notice your feelings, notice your emotions, without panicking, without fearing that, oh my God, if I feel this sadness right now, I'm going to be sad for the rest of my life. It's not true. It's not true. Feelings, they are transient. They come and then they go, and they don't define you. You are beyond all your feelings and emotions. That's why I want you to tap into that core essence of you. And if you can't feel it, if you don't know what that is, meditations and sitting with yourself can gradually assist you, gently. It's just we bring that discipline into our lives to meditate on regular basis. Just like to develop muscles, we go to gym. To reconnecting with the energy of the heart, to reconnect with the energy of the soul, we need to meditate on regular basis. Even if it's just going to be about 20 seconds, and then the next day we would increase the time and increase the time, and eventually that becomes something that we look forward to it, because it actually starts calming the mind and calming the nervous system. It nourishes our heart and our body. But unfortunately, in our society, from a very young age, we are conditioned by caretakers, parents, the schooling system, the society, to run away from our feelings. So when a lot of times when we cry or we are sad or we feel depressed, as Jeff Foster says, he says depressed meaning deep rest, meaning your body and your psyche is requesting for some deep rest, and it's okay to allow yourself that deep rest. We are just resting. And we allow the sadness to come. We cry without fearing the depression and the anxiety. And we all always know that this shall pass. This shall pass. Everything is transient. So they have taught us to fear our feelings, to fear our emotions, to deem them and to call them as negative and positive, light or dark. And I'm here in this present moment. And if you have clicked on my video, it was meant to be. And if you have been watching till now, we are in sync. We are coming from the same energies. I'm here to tell you that there's no such a thing as positive or negative and light and dark when it comes to your feelings and emotions. All your feelings and emotions are valid and they need to be listened to. And if as a child you were never listened to, it's time for you to parent yourself, mother yourself. Be the mother or the father that you have always wanted. You can even talk to yourself. I mean, in our society, everybody says like, oh, only crazy people talk to themselves. But no, I talk to myself, and a lot of times I make sure that I talk very gently and lovingly to myself. And that helps. That helps to calm the system. Gentleness, calmness, love to yourself in whatever shape or form. Right? For me, to bring in the energy of love, it's really important to do certain rituals to sort of like set my energy to prepare the mood for that loving environment. My oil, my Palo Santo, my essential oil spray. Also, sometimes when I feel really stressed out, when we are just really, let's say, angry or really upset, sometimes it's very difficult to bring yourself to that stillness. So in that case, I encourage you to listen to that anger. Listen to that inner frustrated child that her need hasn't been met at that moment of anger. When there has been boundary violation, perhaps. So you have the right to feel that anger or rage or whatever that is inside. It's not okay to harm yourself and others. So there's a difference. You can feel the feelings without harming others and yourself. And that's a little bit difficult because anger has always been demonstrated in our movies and in our culture and in the society as an aggressive expression. And it doesn't have to be, especially towards other fellow human beings and towards yourself. It's okay, and it's not okay to be aggressive towards towards animals as well. So it's okay to release your anger or frustration into a pillow. So that would be okay to punch a pillow if there's a pillow in the vicinity. Or we can tap into the energy of the breath and through just a big sigh, just try to release that anger. Or if we are in the nature, or if we are in an enclosed area, we can scream as long as we're not gonna bother anybody else. So it's very important to find out a way to release that anger, to release that frustration. First, acknowledging it, that why is it that you're angry? Is it the violation of boundaries? Is it that your needs are not being met? And how can you meet those needs? And how can you defend your boundaries without causing harm? So without causing harm is really important, yes. And as I'm saying that, I also realize, what if somebody is attacking you? What if a wild animal is attacking you? So in those cases, I would say you need to defend yourself in whatever shape or form. You need to defend your life if a vicious animal or somebody is attacking you. So I'm not exactly talking about that type of attack. I'm talking about the regular, anger that keeps on coming up. Let's say we are at work and a coworker just keeps on annoying us, right? So in that case, we want to tap into our breath, taking a deep breath into the nose and exhalation. And sometimes when we are angry, a sigh or a stronger exhalation can help to release that frustration out of our throat, out of our heart, out of our chest, out of our belly. So it's never good to hold on to the anger inside and store it in the body and carry it on your shoulder. Grief or anger need to be processed Why is it that I'm grieving? So you need to acknowledge that and pamper yourself through your grief, and then releasing that, even though that grief, releasing of that grief is going to be momentarily. It's okay to release that out of your system, so you're not going to be carrying it and it's not going to be weighing you down. And then maybe half an hour later you might feel it again, and you sit with it, you acknowledge it, you invite compassion, you invite listening, deep listening to your grief. You cry, you do whatever you need to do, and then through an exhalation, you again release that out of your body. Exercising consciously can also help in releasing, frustration, sadness, anger out of your body, so you're not going to be holding on to it and constantly carrying it. So acknowledging our pain, acknowledging our grief, bringing in deep listening, holding a safe space for the anger and the grief and the frustration to express himself and being heard, spending time, spending moments with our feelings, and then gently and slowly releasing it. And the release doesn't have to be so gentle. As I said, you can use a punching bag, you can use pillows, you can scream as long as you're in a space that you're not going to be bothering others. You can cry, or you can do it through a deep, slow exhalation, or an exhalation that is like and just sort of like feeling that everything is coming out of your body. So there are different ways for us to acknowledge our feelings, listening to our feelings, creating a sacred space, creating a safe space for ourselves to be with us, to listen to us, to see us even in our pain, without disowning or shaming ourselves, without fearing our feelings. And the more that we do that, the less power these so-called negative emotions gonna have over us. The less fear they're going to create. So, if I feel extreme anxiety or frustration, I immediately connect. So the most accessible things that you have access to at all times is your breath. So whatever breathing that can bring calmness to your nervous system and to your vagus nerves, practice that. And that is usually longer exhalations can provide that calmness to the body and to the nervous system. So that's the first thing. So 10 deep breathing and long exhalations can bring you, center you, ground you, and bring some sort of peace. I also, I have some tinctures that I like to take, and again, please do your own research when it's coming to ingesting an external substance. This is hops. It's a hops tincture, so there is no psychoactive effects into this. It's herbal medicine, but then again, some people might react to it, so it's not for everybody. So do your own research. What is in sync with your body and your energetic field. This helps me. There's this, and there's another tincture that I take, is heart drops. It's good for your heart, and it has some calming herbs in it. So when I feel that I'm a little bit too much out of alignment and I can't fully calm myself in the present moment, I take these tinctures within the instructions that it's written on the label. I will never ever exceed that amount. And I find out this one, it's really bitter. Hops is very bitter. It's the active ingredient in the beer. So it helps. It really helps me, but again, you have to do your own research. And the heart drops. It also, when sometimes due to anxiety, if I experience any palpitation or heart racing, I haven't been feeling that for a very long time, but I used to feel that, especially when I was younger. That heart drops, it helps to calm the heart, and it's actually even can help people who have heart issues. But then again, you need to make sure that it's not gonna contradict with the medications. If you're taking any medications, it's not gonna affect their it's not going to create any extra side effects that you don't need. So it's always good to check with a pharmacist to see if there's any contradictions or any side effects if you take it with certain medications. And also you need to tune into your own body and make sure that these are right for you. So do your own research. So these are just an invitation for you to experience safe space, safe external food or tinctures or herbs that are good for you and then can calm your nervous system. Meditation, self-compassion, self-care. And self-care is not always like going to the spa and spending a lot of money, even though it can be, and it really helps. But self-care can be as simple as taking an Epsom salt bath, as simple as, brushing your teeth with your favorite toothbrush and toothpaste, and just feeling clean and flossing your teeth really thoroughly. That's also self-care. Caring for your skin, caring for your eyes, caring for your hair, caring for your hands with your favorite lotion, hopefully organic and natural, but it's up to you. I personally try to stay away from chemicals as much as I can. This one, not only I use it for my scalp, I also use it to hydrate my hands and my skin and my chest. Massaging your chest with your favorite oil, it's also very grounding and nourishing. And the smell, it's absolutely divine, absolutely divine. Namaste. So I try to make these videos as much as I can about energy healing. I will create some videos that are about, giving energy healings and sort of like ASMR type videos to calm your nervous system and clear you and opening the energetic pathways within you removing blockages and stagnations out of your system. I might also use some stones or crystals such as selenite to help you clear, soothe, and opening and restoring your chakras. Okay, usually this helped me so much. Selenite is my favorite stone, and I find out that it's very grounding for me and it's very soothing, especially if you energetically tap into the stone and give it that intention of healing, of restoration, of clearing, of cleansing stagnations. So again, the life force, the prana, and the health can move through your body from head to toe and from toes to head, releasing the excess through the crown and through your feet to the mother ground. Namaste, people. I wish you all the best. Take care of yourself and others. Namaste and aloha, and I'll see you soon.